Now, we just heard from Erik ten Hag. He was talking about Hojlund, the new signing, yet to make his debut for the club, saying he's going to bring him on later. He is a threat. Are you excited to see him? Is he the missing part of the jigsaw here?
I wouldn't say missing part, because I think there's a lot of parts that need work. But it's a good signing. I don't know a lot about him. But his reputation seems good. But mate, it was a bit soon for today. I would have liked to have seen him in there. But listen, hopefully he comes on and have a perfect debut and nick the winner. You never know.
Well, I don't want that. I think he's a good young player. I think he's got really good talent. He's very quick. So he will suit Manchester United's counter-attacking style. I'm hoping the game's over before he gets on. I think Arsenal have a really good chance to really take the game to Manchester United today. Will they do it, or can they do it? I don't know fully. But Hojlund, I like him as a player.
I feel sorry for him. I do, because there's all these comparisons made between him and Erling Haaland. Why? Because they're both in Manchester, they're both blonde, and they have a similar sounding name, and they're Scandinavian. It feels completely unfair, because Haaland was doing a lot more. When you look at Hojlund's record, I mean, he scored 9 goals in 32 Serie A games last season. He only started 4 games before January. I mean, he's a spring chicken compared to Haaland when Haaland came in.
Yes, definitely, but that's football. You know, if you come for this big money, there's going to be pressure. You're going to be, you know, compared to people. I remember when I come up from London to Manchester, I was 14 and they were saying Beckham. And
they were comparing you to Beckham.
Well, they did say that, and it's one of them things that I didn't pay attention, because everyone's individual. And when you go to these clubs, it comes with your own pressure, and can people deal with it? There's been players that I've been at United with that they're unbelievable players, but then come to Old Trafford, it's the pressure, the crowd, and what the club's won in the history of it, that it does affect people. And until we see him on the pitch, we don't know what we're expecting. So, yeah.
Chris, the expectation, isn't it? It's the expectation that kills young players, because talent-wise, Hojlund will be good. Loads of young players coming through at Manchester United will be good. Can you handle the expectation? Because that club has won so much. Arsenal have won so much. Can you carry that expectation? It's hard.
And I guess that it frees up Rashford to be able to play on the left, which is a position he thrives in more so than centrally, particularly with Martial's injury record.
Well, you do see that, you know, he does favour the left, and when he's played down the centre, he's not really been involved in the game as much. And I think Ten Hag will know this, and I think that's why he brought him in. And hopefully, you know, we need to get things firing, because, like I said, the first 3 games, it's looked far too open. We've had chances, but with the squad we've got, you expect a lot more. And, you know, to win the league, it's a big ask, and it's not, you know, we're not really heading for that. But it's like a ladder. You've got to build in stages. So, yeah, it's positive things, but like I say, the performances have not been good enough for what everyone's expected from this club. And I think the players know that, and if they don't, this is where I think the old school players, they're not really there now. Like a Roy Keane will get hold of you and tell you.
Is that what he did to you?
Yeah, he told me a few times, yeah.
Up against the wall?
No. I mean, just telling, you know, like guiding you. And these players, you know, and whether they're in that team, you know, to keep people going, you know that aggressive side. Because sometimes, like when I've seen them in the first 3 games, there's big holes where people are just tearing through them. And, you know, well, that's why Casemiro needs that help in there. And I think that with Amrabat coming in, it's a good signing. Obviously, he can't play today, but, you know, hopefully the lads can switch on today and hopefully get a result.